For some of the best barbecue in Nashville, look no further than machinist Robert Lewis. Or meet LENORE MERIWEATHER, who spends her free time with her godson. She's also an IAM member. If you're in Clarksville, you may run into this machinist couple, Ricky and his wife Chris, who enjoy the outdoors. And you can't forget Keith Jackson, a 37-year member of the Machinists Union, who makes sure his 90-year-old mama is taken care of and loved. Salt of the earth people who believe in being union through and through. And if that leads to name-calling by outsiders, it's not going to bother this group. True machinists see it like this. If being a union thug means taking care of each other and the community, then so be it.
I'm proud to be a union thug.
Oh, I am definitely proud to be a union thug.
I am proud of being a union thug.
Oh, I'm proud to be a union thug. I really am. Like I said, union means a lot to me. It means a lot to my family.
It all started a few years back when these workers from TRANE Heating and Air Conditioning Company in Clarksville, Tennessee, found out that not all TRANE facilities were organized. So they traveled to Florida to sign up the workers. Unfortunately, the company got wind of it. And even today, those workers in the Sunshine State remain without a union contract.
What it was a plant that had, some of our work had moved from Clarksville to this place in Lynn Haven, Florida. And they had called us and asked if we would come down and help them do an organizing drive that some folks had contacted them, wanted to see if they could organize. The first day, everything went pretty good. People were coming to their doors, they were talking to us, and so they were scared. You know, that's normal for an organizing campaign, but they were scared. But they were coming to their doors and talking to us. The second day, we were knocking on doors and we were getting no answers. We could tell probably there was people at home, they just didn't want to come to the doors, didn't want to talk to us anymore.
The machinist members on the drive quickly found out what happened. TRANE was playing dirty, calling these workers un-American and unpatriotic.
While we were there, our management here in Clarksville found out we were there, and they sent my name, my picture, everything there for the employees at Lynn Haven plant to see them. And if they saw us, we were just a bunch of union thugs. And they treated us really bad, and we were just down there to try to help them.
It was just unbelievable that this company would, their employees, their own employees, that they would put the stuff out that they did. It was very disappointing.
Nobody should ever have to exist and live with the threat that if I try to express myself with a vote, that my standard of life can be taken away. Come on, this is America. You know, I don't have to check my green card. You know, I've got a blue one from Uncle Sam. It tells me you gave 25 years of your life defending the Constitution and what this country is built upon.
And then it got even worse.
People would come to the door, they'd pull the curtains. We got cussed a few times. One guy said had a dog, and he said, if you don't leave, the dog will be on you in a minute. So we didn't try to push. We don't try to push nobody. If you want it, that's what we're there for, to help you to get a union.
His wife said that he'd gone shopping and he'd be back in a little while. So we ran down the road, checked a couple more places, and came back. And we saw he had pulled in, so we just kind of pulled sideways into the driveway, looking at some paperwork, waiting for him to unload, and didn't want to bother him while he was still unloading. And when I looked around, he had a baseball bat about 3 feet away from the window, cocked, telling us to get out off his property.
For single mom LENORE, what hurt the most was while she was there being called names, her daughter was defending our freedom with the Air Force in Iraq.
She was over there when I was in Lynn Haven, Florida, trying to organize.
That's why the phrase union thug around these parts has taken on a new tone of pride.
We're very active in our communities. We, just like here at TRANE, we heavily participate in United Way. Our members are, they're the coaches for the ball teams, they're the church leaders, and we are the community. So I guess that makes us a thug.
If a thug means that I'm willing to step out of my comfort zone to help ensure that someone else has at least a decent, now we're not asking for the White House type standard of living, a decent standard of living, that someone else has the ability to express an injustice being done to them without fear of reprisal. You know, if that calls me a thug, call me a double-digit thug.
And the story continues, because these workers refuse to let others go without. Whether it takes a day, a year, or a decade, they will not give up the fight.
And I wanted the people down there to have an opportunity to be a part of a union, have better benefits and better pay and better working conditions.
And we let them know, we're going to be here as long as you want us here. If you tell us to leave, we'll leave.
Because for these men and women, being union means giving others a hand up. The IAM gave their families the ability to live the American dream. And that determination to make sure the world has the same opportunity runs in the veins of the machinists in Clarksville. The South is changing, the thugs are moving in, and the workers couldn't be happier.
That I can get out and enjoy going and watching my kids play ball, or go to the races, or go to one of my dream places, maybe in Canada, and hunt one day. Like I said, I'd like to do that. But if I wasn't union, I couldn't do none of that. And if I wasn't a union thug, it would be bad.
And that's why I feel, you know, I'd rather be a union thug and do what I believe is right and correct than be a social inbred who does what is best for himself and nobody else.
And if you get hungry, this union thug will take care of you.
We don't advertise, it's word of mouth. But if you ever taste it once, you'll come back for more. It's a Pit Crew barbecue, owned and operated independent by a union thug.
For the Machinist News Network, I'm Deirdre Kaniewski.